Today I'd like to welcome to the show Shuparba Panda. She is the CEO of ServiceWorks. Hello, Shuparba. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you, Jason? It's
I'm well.
exciting.
It's yes. I'm finally excited to have you on the show. Uh, ServiceWorks is a incredible CRM that we have partnered with, and so there's a lot of cool things that we're going to be talking about on the show, and how we can help our clients out. So, Shaparva, tell us a little bit about you. Let's talk about you, and also talk about ServiceWorks.
Yeah, I'm a woman leading a company. Um, Field service management, that is, everybody knows this is a very hot topic of the era. It seems like a lot
That
of
it is.
competition out there and a lot of people are coming. But good thing about ServiceWorks and myself and the field service management product that we are doing. So we have a perfect fit model customer, which is in the appliance repair segment.
Mhm.
And we think, like truly believe that is the best software out there for appliance service industry. And the journey started a little, while ago when we were working with replacing an existing platform called SwiftLink that Marcone actually hold
Mhm.
before, and they were retiring that product. So we come in because we are working on making a field service management product for some industry. We are starting up at that time on 2014, 2013 timeframe. So it
Mhm.
was a great opportunity for us to, look into SwiftLink, how appliance repair company run their business, and from there, tweak the application that we are building, starting from 2013, 14 to now. So you'll see like a baby service works to like a grown-up adult service works right now within the
That's
7 8
cool.
time period. So that's exciting to be part of the journey, as part of the, one of the person who's leading the direction. And I'm excited to talk to the customers to learn about how they do, and the team members to teach them, to educate them. So it's kind of like full circle, you know
Yeah,
engagement. So it's
that's
exciting.
good. Yeah. So, you as the CEO, would you consider yourself more visionary or more of an integrator?
So I would think yeah, it depends at which time you're asking. If you're asking me question right now, it is a visionary state because right now, like we are grown up right now. But if you
Yeah.
ask me that question in 2014, 15, it was completely hands-on integrator, deep into the woods and everything like. But
Yeah.
right now, it is visionary because now I have, a team built up and they're dedicated and supporting customers, managing product. Now I have the time to be visionary.
Yeah. Pretty awesome. Tell us a little bit more about I've got your website pulled up. Great website, by the way. It's service.works is the website. So be sure to go check that out. And I'm going to be throwing up a link once we get this going up on YouTube as well. But there'll be a link down below that you can click to set up a demo as well. So, so tell us about Service Works. I know you're not just for the appliance industry. And what I was seeing on the website is that you guys have, and when I talked with you in person at ASTI, you guys have electricians, plumbers. I mean, you're for the home services industry as a whole,
Yes.
correct?
It's
Yeah.
for all fully home service industry as a whole. We have, most of our customer base is appliance, HVAC. That is the majority of the grouping. But we have plumbing, electrical, even landscaper, pest control, or even, cleaning, bin cleaning, all these kind of varied type of any kind of home cleaning industry or even commercial. Like we have a little segment of janitorial as well, like where
Hmm.
we do office cleaning or property management cleaning. So we have a varied type of customers, and ServiceWorks is pretty robust. Means there's a lot of different segments of it, right? So how we classify is like kind of like trade skills versus non-traded skills. Like our
Yeah.
software is good for both sides, appliance, HVAC, plumbing, trade skills, right? So they need more like scheduling, job, invoice,
Mhm.
inventory, purchase order. Pest control, cleaning, landscaper, they need scheduling at
Yeah.
scale, really that. Not as much of inventory and purchase order and things. But if they wanted to go and get that route, means we are there. We
Yeah.
support everybody. We love all.
Well, that's awesome. Like that's good to know that it's not just like industry specific. I know when going, you mentioned inventory, so that's a hot topic as well when it comes to CRMs out there right now. So tell us a little bit about your inventory management that you have built into the software.
Yeah, means our one of our strength is really like our inventory management software, like the management package that we have, because it's a robust inventory management that you we support multiple warehouse locations,
Mhm.
inclusive of if you have multiple technicians, trucks included into that mix. So the
Yeah,
idea is that you can track your parts along the way, whether it's in the warehouse location A, B, in your truck's location, or is it in your customer's installed in the customer's location. You can track exactly, and we have divisions, not only just on the location level, but we go down deep, like in the bin level. Like, so if you have a location, aisle, shelf, that type of division, if you have, we track inventory on hand on that level, which most of the softwares don't have. So we have a
yeah,
pretty kind of robust module, and this also, of course, supports barcode scanning in and out and transfer, all of those uh, regular activities you have to do for the inventory management. We already have that. And the big cool thing about that is, we have in a software like two kinds of portal. One is the web portal for desktop, like laptop, or we have a mobile app. So the inventory is available both sides, like a website or mobile
that's
app. So
awesome.
it is, for you to look at and understand your business on the go.
That's very innovative. One of your core values, innovative.
Yeah, innovative and
That's
customer
so
centric. It's always customer centric. That's the first one.
yeah.
Always listening to the customers, like what is most important for you.
Yeah, we were talking before about how our core values for your business and our business are very much aligned. So, good partnerships. I love it whenever our
Yeah,
core values
absolutely.
align like this.
Yeah.
So, on your inventory side of things, are you heavy with appliance repair companies, electricians? I mean, is there certain trades that the inventory system works very well with your service company, with
So
ServiceWorks?
no, so our customer base, just like I said, it's more appliance.
Hmm.
But where the inventory system works, it can work for literally all. Like appliances, mostly, like we have the variants as well. Like the
Yeah.
variants of the inventory. Like if you have a red, blue, yellow T-shirt variant definition of our inventory, we have it. So if you are a person who's selling just T-shirt and you want to keep track of your inventory and service work, you're welcome to do so. Because we
Oh,
also
wow.
integrate with Shopify, so you might run your store in Shopify, but keep your inventory intact in ServiceWorks. So
Oh,
we
that's
support
cool.
all, because it's like a regular inventory management system, right?
Yeah.
Like any kind of inventory we can support. And we also have like a way to classify the UOM, the unit of measurement. It is just not each pieces or anything. Like even we have some oil and gas company, they track
Mhm.
their gas in gallons and ounces and that. So
Yeah.
those also works.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty awesome. And if I have like with my office help, we're 40% plus of our clients are appliance repair companies. So if I'm partnered with like Encompass or Marcone, I can bring that inventory through like the Easy Stock app or something like that, and that's integrated with um, the inventory management through ServiceWorks. Is that
That's
correct?
right. Yeah, the inventory management is part of the service works. You can import if you are currently, using some other tool, software, spreadsheet to manage your inventory. You can import all of those in easily. Like there's
Okay.
nothing to it. And ServiceWorks is already connected to like Marcona and Encompass. And if
Yeah,
you are buying parts from them, then you don't have to really do anything because it's already integrated.
it makes it that easy. So,
It's that
so
easy.
what if I'm an electrician and I buy my parts through like the Win wholesale family, Win
Mhm.
Electric or something like that?
Mhm.
Is that how do I integrate those types of companies into your inventory management system?
So whether you are integrated distributor or not integrated distributor, you can add any number of supplier distributor you want as the one that you just mentioned as a distributor, and you can mark your inventory item. Like if you're buying that part from multiple different distributors, you can say this is my preferred vendor. So
Yeah.
ServiceWorks also gives you the ability to upload distributor specific price into the
Very cool.
system. So when you are, and of course, there's little work that you still have to do because this is disintegrated. You need to gather that pricing information from your supplier and upload it. But if
Yeah.
you do upload that, then you can choose at the time of the purchasing, like, hey, this supplier A versus supplier B, then automatically that price will be preloaded.
That's neat. All right. So what reporting I know is a big thing with CRMs nowadays. So tell us a little bit about the reporting functions that ServiceWorks has.
We have a lot of reports, meaning, and we categorize the reports by, financial, job specific, inventory specific, customer specific, purchase order specific, and
Hmm.
there's, I don't know, like more than 100 reports available. And you can run any reports to get the meaningful data. Like some of the examples would be from the inventory side, because we talked about the inventory, like the current stock evaluation, like what is your asset sitting out in your different warehouse locations. You can find out that information in there. Or from your transaction perspective, profit and loss report that everybody likes to look at. Or you
Yeah.
can see your employee timesheet reports, like to track time of what time your employee had clocked in, clock out, and especially like from a client side, the employee commission report. How much commission do you have to give it to your employees if they're commission basis? So these are all of the
Uh-huh.
reports available for you to look at, and there's many more. Means these are some of the examples. And
I
one
know.
cool thing also we do for reporting side, like we have one feature called online booking request,
Hmm.
where any of our companies, appliance, pest control, lawn, landscaper, bin clean, anybody can host an online page and request customer leads coming through to them, right? So
Yeah.
when that comes, so we also give the ability for them to see, you know, some people might have come in and typed their first name and that's it, and they didn't feel like filling up the form. We are even showing those information to them in the report section, basically
Oh, wow.
non-completed customers. So
So you mentioned two pretty important things there. One being the time management. Like
hmm
I've seen so many CRMs that don't have a simple clock in, clock out function. So
yeah,
that's a huge importance, especially if you have multiple trucks running, right? So yeah, that's some pretty awesome stuff. This just seems like, I mean, you guys have got all kinds of stuff. You know, you could create work orders, you can dispatch, you can. I'm guessing there's text follow up, email campaigns, things like that. Do you have that
yeah, we
integrated
have
into?
on my way notification, arrive notification. We have got any of these communication that we send to our customers is customizable also. Not a lot of some of our competitors, you cannot customize the templates, but here you can write anything you want along with the dynamic tags that are available for you to customize
Yeah,
more. So yeah.
all of these things. It seems like it could be very overwhelming. So
Mhm.
I'm taking you guys have some incredible onboarding and some training that's
Yes.
available for. Say I'm a one guy shop
Yeah.
and I want to come on board, but I just feel like very overwhelmed. Walk me
Mhm.
through the process of the onboarding.
Yeah. So basically, like we have got three onboarding packages that we have. The first one is basically you get three onboarding calls with our onboarding team, and our goal is to have your account set up because if you we generally know your business basic default standard stuff that you need. Like if you're
Yeah.
appliance or electrical or that doesn't matter who you are, we know exactly what you need. So our team kind of like sets up your account that you are operational from day one. So
Mhm.
now the onboarding team, like what they ask you, or some specific information about your process. For example, like what other services do you do? Like
Mhm.
define your job types. Is it just warranty or COD or commercial? Like these specific personalization level questions.
Yeah.
Work with the invoice template. So our team helps them set up beautiful looking invoice template. Repurpose the communication. If you don't want this to be sent the default template that we have, let's work on repurposing that. So basically, like customization, personalization happens on the onboarding call, and then our goal is to get them through understanding the basic workflow, how to create a work order, how do you assign a tech, because that is very crucial. It sounds like okay, you just assign a tech. There's a
Yeah.
lot of things happen under in there because we have an algorithm to find the best tech based on the skills, their
Mhm.
availability, and their if they're in the same zone or not. So having those kind of conversation that helps out. And finally, like leading them through the mobile app, how technician can use that to complete the job, upload pictures, take signatures, take payments, send invoice, all of these, the full workflow of that. That's kind of like the first stage
Wow.
information. And the second, we move on into all this inventory and parts
Mhm.
and how do you handle all of those things. And the third thing is about if you're integrating, we integrate with Service Power, Service Bench, QuickBooks, Shopify, MailChimp. So all of these integrations are in place and it's working. So basically, like
Okay.
it's step by step kind of like process. We help them guide through it, and our own account managers always keep an eye on that account. Like how even if when they're not on call, they're watching like what's going on.
Yeah.
Like if you're taking some direction that did not make sense, right? Like
Yeah.
for example, somebody set up their tax only sales but not labor. Then I would ask the question: do you not need labor tax? Do you purposely missed it, or you really
Yeah.
have to have it?
So the onboarding calls sounds like they are very in depth, all the
Mhm.
way from just the basic stuff, even all the way to the essentials or the top package there. Are that is that onboarding included in certain packages that you guys have that you offer, or is that additional?
So that's an additional fee from the subscription. So there's three kinds of fee associated with all of these. One is the subscription fee that will, happen every year. It continuous based on the tech count. And
Sure.
then we have the onboarding package fee. So you choose which one you want. And then the third one is the data import based on if you're coming from another software and if you want your data to be imported into our system, which we do all the
Yeah.
time. So that is a separate assessment of really like how many elements of the data and how many years worth of data you're bringing in. So
Very
that's the
awesome.
third. But those are the only three PPs. That's it.
Yeah, and so you mentioned a little bit about the ongoing support that you guys have. So how easy is it for somebody who, you know, maybe an owner is having some issues with something? How easy is it for them to get a hold of their support team at ServiceWorks?
It's very easy because that's what we like to, like because our core value is customer first. We are wanting to get to a model or and keep staying on that model where people, if they call, they can still talk to a person because that's our
Okay.
goal, right?
Yeah.
So it could be becoming challenging sometimes based on how many people are calling and all of those, but still we want our customer support team to be available to our customers. But our policy is that if you missed a call, you have to immediately call your customer back because if you're
Mhm.
busy and you couldn't get call them back. And then the other also, like if you there's a way they can raise service tickets, like we have used Jira for that, Jira service desk. They can use a service tickets to raise a questions or whatever. Anything happens, our customer support team is instructed to call them back even if they get a ticket.
Yeah.
So it is we want to make it easy so that you don't have to stay in the queue forever
Yeah.
or we call back. So
Gotcha.
and we have chat
Awesome.
window where they can chat with them all day long during the business support hours.
Yeah.
And eventually we can expand if we need to support more hours across the
Yeah.
day. Yeah.
You mentioned integrations with like service power, so
Mhm.
a huge warranty aspect in the appliance world. So, how does that integration work with Service Works to Service Power?
So we are connected with Service Power to pull all of the work orders in, right? So it
Yeah,
comes in fine. Service Works has a way to auto accept all of those work orders, fine. Then you go ahead and complete your job, and all of this information, like the model serial number and who is covering what, those information comes from Service Power. No worries. But
hmm
now, when you complete all of your job, you write your explanation of services, you put your defect code, your repair code, whatever all else is necessary, and now you have to submit to Service Power. So now the
gotcha,
problem with Service Power is that they are not integrated directly. They don't
gotcha.
have way to for us to, like Service Bench, we can send it through the API directly. Service Power, we
Yeah,
cannot. We have to go through a SFTP file
hmm
transfer mechanism. So
yeah,
ServiceWorks, you generate the file, it goes to a file server, Service Power comes in, picks it up, and rolls it with it. But you have to go into the Service Power to check the ongoing status of the warranty claim process. What's going on?
yeah,
Is it, in the process, or is it rejected? Is it, approved? Whatever those statuses does not come back to ServiceWorks,
yeah.
unlike Service Bench. Service Bench statuses come back. So there is
Okay,
still manual, information needed, and that's where I think Office Help can help our
yeah,
customers to do this whole when a warranty, because that's a time-consuming act. Means
yeah. My
Office Work does a lot, but there's still human intervention needed.
That's for sure. Yeah, with my office help, we do a lot of warranty claims submission and follow up for a lot
Yes.
of our appliance repair companies. So,
Yeah.
yeah, 100%. Still that human aspect in the world of AI, which we actually have an AI integration as well. But in that world of AI, still got to have that human touch. That's for
Yeah.
sure. So,
You have to.
yeah. Well, tell me a little bit about the pricing. I mean, you guys, this is a very, it's a robust but yet simple platform.
Hmm.
I guess is the easiest way I would explain it as far as service works is concerned.
Yeah.
Um, so your pricing, it's got to be like just super expensive, right? It's like massively like, can I afford it? Really? Come on. Can I afford it?
Yeah, I wanted to say no, but yes, the answer is yes.
Yeah. I know. I say that because I already know the pricing and I know
Yeah,
that it's
yes.
extremely affordable.
It's
So
extremely
tell us.
affordable. Like it's extremely affordable. Like it is, like I said, like there's two kinds of pricing going on for the traded skill and non-traded skill. So you
Yeah.
cannot match it because the trade skill is by tech count, and it is really like $1,000 a tech per year. That's it. And like
Yeah.
in the
That's
middle tier that a lot of people opt for because it's not the starter, not the pro in the middle. The starter is like 1,200 a year, like literally $100 a tech per month.
yeah.
So you
That's
can, if you are
crazy.
just one tech guy, you can start with $100 a month. Really,
Yeah.
do you have hundred
That's
dollars?
that's affordable. That's like
That's
super affordable.
affordable.
So
Yeah.
if you didn't catch what she just said, if you're a one man shop just starting out, as low as like $100 a month,
Hmm.
that's really good for everything that you can get. So service.works is the website that you can go check out. You can schedule a demo there as well. You got to go check it out and see what all that they have. What else do you guys do? I mean, quite a bit here. Do you guys ever have? I know the cool thing about you is that you're based out of St. Louis, which is like just
Yes.
2 hours from us here in
Yeah.
Energy, Illinois.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, how long have you been there in St. Louis?
Service Works been there since the get-go. Like the beginning of the Service Works is in St. Louis, and we are
Yeah,
still in St. Louis. But majority of our employees are in St. Louis. But now, after COVID and all of those new ways of working, we have other states of United States also. Like we have employees, but majority our headquarter is in St. Louis, and I wanted to have like everybody in here, but that's not possible nowadays. You just have to hire
yeah.
around the world these days.
That's definitely been one thing I know. Core values, go back to core values and culture, right? We have specifically kept everybody in house because of that culture aspect. So I know you've got a big part of your team there in St. Louis, and that makes a big difference. Being able to talk with somebody, or even getting some of the same people. Like, if I want to talk to Suparba, I can talk to Suparba. So,
Yeah, you can talk
yeah,
to your barber because you don't have
it,
to wait or press
yeah,
multiple numbers and then get in the queue. And means that's just as a customer, that's annoying to me. So I don't want to do
yeah,
that to my customer. That's at least not the goal.
yeah. That's for sure. Well, I know we're getting to the end of our time here together, and is there anything else that you'd like to share with the world about ServiceWorks?
So, yeah, definitely. I would like to kind of like give a glimpse of what's coming up in ServiceWorks, and we are really working hard, and that goes aligning with the innovative part and the AI of the world that's coming up. So we already have
Yeah,
started a little bit of, you know, prediction model saying that, if you type in your model and serial number, and if we know the brand, then we can tell you what possibly could be the cause that you're
hmm,
having this issue right now. So we are
yeah.
trying to, that already exists. Now we are going to take it another step further to say, hey, we can even predict the parts for you. So that is
Oh,
where we are
wow.
trying to get to. So that is kind of like cool and nice stuff. And we are working with realistic data to see what we are coming up is really true or not. So these are the kind of direction, and I'm hoping all of our customers, like they would definitely benefit from these part prediction type of model when we have it in place. It's a long work, but I'm pretty confident we can because the AI platform is stable these days, so
Yeah.
it's easy to build upon it. So
Next level solutions.
next level
That's what
solution.
that's one
Yeah,
of our core values is next level solutions. That goes
yeah,
right along with your innovative.
yeah,
Yeah, that's awesome. It's been great talking with you.
yeah,
If you'd like to schedule a free consultation, free demo, they have all that information on their website at
yeah.
service.works, and you can request a live demo. Do you have any live demos
We do have a
online?
live demo. Yes.
That's what I thought. So you can
So we
actually
can
go
just
see
go
that as
click,
well.
click, 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 and do your thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Shaparba, it's been great having you on the show, and I look forward to seeing you again in person and actually coming and visiting your
Yes,
your uh,
actually, just
your
coming over.
location in
Yeah,
St. Louis.
yeah, we
Two
can.
hours away. St.
Yeah,
Louis is one of our favorite places to come to, especially like just for a weekend to go
yeah,
see a show or get dinner or anything. So,
yeah,
yeah, good stuff.
absolutely. Looking forward to meeting you.
Service.works is the website, and an incredible CRM for very inexpensive price. So if you're in the home services industry, check out service.works. Shaparba, thanks again for being on the show.
All right. Thank you so much. See you.